Don't wake the baby. Z and Zoo have such a hard time not waking the baby, but it's going to be even harder getting him back to sleep. Ever since Ma came back with the baby, Zoo and Z have not been happy. They are not allowed to make noise when the baby is sleeping, but the baby is always sleeping. They are not allowed to run in the house. They are not allowed to chat at snack time. They are not allowed to scream no matter what. But the toughest rule is this one: when the baby is asleep, Zoo and Z must whisper. If they want to laugh, they can only giggle softly. But one day, the story they are reading is so funny that they can't help laughing. Zoo and Z crack up. Oh no, the baby is sleeping. The baby wakes up crying. Ma is angry. She yells at them to go play outside. Zoo is sulky. She doesn't like being yelled at. Z comforts her. He says that it will be more fun to play outside. They can be as loud as they want. After playing football for a while, Zoo and Z are happy again. Z kicks the ball. Goal! The ball flies across the garden. Bang! Oh no, the baby is awake. What will happen now? The baby wails. The baby is so loud that his crying breaks the milk bottle. It cracks the pot. It cracks the window. The baby is so loud that his crying lifts the roof off. Their brother won't stop crying. Zoo and Z rush inside. Where is Ma? Zoo holds the baby and sings, but the baby keeps crying. Z dances. He does tricks, but the baby keeps crying. What makes a baby stop crying? Soon, Z and Zoo are crying too. That's when Ma gets home. Ma picks up the baby. She comforts him. She sings a lullaby. The baby stops crying. Now, Zoo and Z understand. It's impossible for babies to be quiet, so it's better for just not make noise. Shh. I love my mom. A little girl's story about how she learns from her mother. My mom loves me. She works hard all the time, and I learn so much from her. When my mom cooks, I learn to cook too. When she waters the flowers, I learn to water the flowers too. When she washes our clothes, I learn to wash our clothes too. When she dries our clothes, I learn to dry our clothes too. My mom also bought me a bicycle, and she taught me how to ride it. As I ride my bicycle, my mom smiles when I go, "Way." At night, my mom makes the bed, and I learn how to make the bed too. Before bedtime, my mom tells me stories. When I'm sleepy, my mom sings me a lullaby. I love my mom so much. The things that really matter. A family learns that things don't matter as much as family. We are going on a trip. I asked Mama what to pack. she says, the things that really matter. We stop at the windmill for breakfast, but the jungle gym is so much fun. I forgot my toy. I'm sad in the car, but Tendall is happy. Hooray! Now you can play with me, he says. We stop at the farm to see some animals. Tendall is searching so hard for a springbok. A monkey gets away his headphones. He's sad in the car, but I'm happy. Hooray! Now you can sing with me, I say. We stop at the roaring waterfall. We are so excited. We are pushing and pulling. Papa falls in the water, and so does his map. He's sad in the car, but Mama's happy. Hooray! Now I can help you find our way, she says. We stop at the roadside vendor to buy some mealies. Mama bends over to pick the best ones, and her glasses fall and break. Mama is sad in the car, but Papa is happy. Hooray! Now we can find our way together, Papa says. We stop on an ancient hill to get a view of the valley. Papa is making silly jokes for us to smile for the picture. But when we get back to the car, it won't start. Everyone stops laughing. Don't worry, says Mama. We can still have a good time. We are the things that really matter. And so we do have a good time by playing and singing and finding our way together while enjoying the best mealies. The Rainbow Cloud. Mabai and Mama are twin sisters who love and protect one another. A long time ago, in the land of the Zulu people, the King Zama Kanaba was very powerful, wise, fair, and kind. But he had no children, and he was worried that he would not have an heir. He prayed and made offerings to the gods, but nothing happened. One night, while the king was asleep, the witch came in the dream. The gods have heard your plea, and the queen will bear twins. One will rule the Zulu nation, and the other will have the magical powers, the witch said. Twins Makabai and Mama were born, but the queen cried for Mabai because the rule said that the firstborn twin must be offered to the gods. Seeing the queen's sadness, the king said, "From today, when twins are born, both babies will live." The people celebrated, but not all were happy with the king's new rule. The little girls grew beautifully. One day, Mabai had a stick fight and defeated a boy who bullied children. "Go away, you cursed girl," said the boy. "Come back, Mabai," Mabai cried and ran into the forest where the frightening ghosts, Hornhead and Long Tom lived. Mama stood in silence and closed her eyes. The magic bond between the twins led Mama to her sisters. No one wants to play with me. I'm cursed, cried Mabai. I want to play with you, Mama said. We will have a nice dinner tonight, Long Tom, said Hornhead. Mabai picked up a stick. You can't kill goats with a stick, Long Tom laughed. How about this, Mama? Raising her hand, thunder roared and lightning struck the goats, while a rainbow cloud protected the girls. How did you do that? Mabai asked. The way you beat that boy, Mama said. The girls went home happy, knowing that whatever happened, they could protect each other. Theodore's birthday surprise. Theodore has a wonderful birthday surprise coming. What could it be? It is 1 week until Theodore's birthday. That's 7 whole days. His mama says, your birthday present will be a big surprise. Theodore wonders, what will it be? On Monday, Theodore thinks, maybe I will get a giant wings so I can fly in the sky like a bird. On Tuesday, Theodore thinks, maybe I will have a birthday cake as big as a house. On Wednesday, Theodore thinks, maybe I'll get a rocket ship to whiz up to the moon. On Thursday, Theodore thinks, maybe I'll get the fins so I can swim under the water like a fish. On Friday, Theodore thinks, maybe I will get magic soccer boots and score 1,000 goals. On Saturday, Theodore thinks, maybe I'll get a key that opens a box filled with treasure. On Sunday, it is Theodore's birthday. Mama smiles and says, come and see your surprise. It is the best present ever. Theodore's big brother, Rai, has come to visit all the way from the big city. Theodore smiles, and his big brother lifts him up in the air and hugs him. Rai asks, what do you want to do for your birthday, my little brother? And Theodore knows exactly what they will do the whole day long. What if a little girl uses her imagination to ask, what if? It's fun imagining. Nanny sat on the blue steps on her house. She was wondering, what if jelly beans made you jump really high? You could get to school in one big leap. What if goats and chickens could talk? Would they tell good jokes? What if horses were rocket ships? Your family could go on holidays to the moon. What if no one had to cook? What if supper just arrived on the table, and it was always your favorite? What if ice lollies never melted? They could last all summer. What if the pictures in books flew around your head when Dad read to you? What if my pink gumboots were magical? I could run faster than my big brother. What if you squeezed your eyes shut and... Nandy, what are you doing? Asked Nandy big brother. Nandy sat back on the step with a big smile on her face. Just wondering, she said. A Dancer's Tale. The story of a dancer who followed her passion and lived her dreams, dancing around the world. Once upon a time, in Jobber's orange grove, a little girl called Phyllis was born into the world. Two people in love had their sweet little baby. No one knew then what a dancer they'd made. By the time she was 4, she had learned very quick. She impressed all the teachers with her ducky feet flicks. Before school and after, she danced every day. Nothing pleased Phyllis more than ballet. When the world was ready for Phyllis at 15, she arrived in big old London, ready to live her dream. She said goodbye to all her friends. She was ready to start fresh. Watch out, Royal Ballet School. Phyllis is here to impress. When Phyllis danced Swan Lake, it was fit to show the Queen. After years of pirouetting, she was ready to be seen. Dancing for the audience, she turned and twirled about. Look, everyone is smiling. See how they clap and shout. From Mexico to Canada, from the USA to France, Phyllis traveled far and wide, so the world could see her dance. With the Royal Ballet Company and her ballerina friends, she prayed her love for ballet. She never wanted it to end. Phyllis always knew that dance was in her heart, but she longed to return home again and make a fresh new start. So she leaped and bounded back to her beautiful land. Her ballerina roots were regrown. She was once more South African. Dancing wasn't just for fun. As Phyllis always knew, she worked at dancing day and night. With hard work she grew. Always smiling, always trying. Through good times and through tough, Phyllis always did her best. She couldn't get enough. Romeo and Juliet, Swan Lake, and Giselle, Phyllis danced these 4 people, grateful, tireless, and well. With partners Gary Byrne and Edward Grayling too, her magnificence inspired the audience. To her, flowers they threw. Reward comes easily when you put yourself to the test. Phyllis came to realize this once she was called the best. She was awarded Prima Ballerina Assoluta, the greatest dancer of them all. Phyllis would be forever known. She wanted nothing more. Goodness, what a catch! Philip met her loving partner. His name was Philip Boyd. He was another dancer. Together they were married, and they would dance together. No one could be better matched, given half the chance. Though they had no children, Phyllis and Philip were never sad. The two of them found another way to have other mums and dads. They started Dance for All. a special school for dance, so that the children with no money could also learn to prance. She left a legacy of dance and incredible success. Her magic was passed on to others to help them become their best. Her students spread across the world, inspired by her dainty feet. They dance on while we watch, dreaming from our seats. Down the memory lane with Nash. Nash and his dog Toby find a key in the garden. Little do they know, it's the key to Grandma's memories. To my babies, Zia and Avinash, thank you for inspiring me. On a crisp October morning, Nash and his pet dog, Toby, were playing in the garden. While playing with his toy car, Nash heard Toby barking, "Goof, goof!" rather excitedly. Nash went over to check Toby, who was showing him an old key lying behind the bush. Nash patted Toby and said, "What a great find, Toby! I'm so proud of you." Then Nash and Toby ran home shouting, "Grandma, Grandma, look what we found lying behind the bush." Grandma took a look at the key in Nash's hands and said, "Oh my, where did you find this key? It looks like you have found a key to a treasure chest. Let's go to the Arctic. I have something to show you." Grandma, Nash, and Toby walked up the staircase leading to the attic. At the top, Grandma opened the creaking attic door. The attic was full of old and unused things, covered with dust and spider webs. Nash looked around and saw many things. He saw a collection of old books, a swinging horse, an old bicycle, and a few other boxes. Then Grandma found a beautiful safe box. She dusted it and removed the spider webs from it. She tried to open the box with the key that Nash and Toby found earlier. And voila, the box opened magically. Nash looked into the box and discovered some cute little baby clothes, a pair of baby shoes and mittens, and some photographs of a smiling baby. Grandma's face was beaming with joy. She had found some lost memories. She exclaimed, "Let's take this box downstairs. I'm sure you are very curious to know who this baby is." Grandma told Nash and Toby that the photos were of Nash's father when he was a baby. Grandma said that she had put the photos in a box for a long time ago to keep them safe, but somehow she had lost the key. Nash and Toby were so happy to know that they brought back their grandma's fond memories by finding the key.